I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the seven.
The traffic in New York City making its way back and forth between Manhattan and the borough of Brooklyn. Our setting tonight. Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action, coming to you live on this Saturday night. We'll watch the Toronto Raptors in this one as they go up against the Brooklyn Nets at Barclays Center. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Lowry.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Lowry and Powell, the guards. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 slot. And for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan is out there with Wilson Chandler. Then there's Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Durant in at the 3. Smitty, the increased pace of the game, how does that affect players, you think, trying to get through the season in terms of, say, fatigue?
You know, I think for the teams that those coaches understand, they do a great job of playing 10, 11, 12 guys throughout the season. It usually bodes well. It's those organizations that's going 6, 7, only 8 deep. You see those guys start to fatigue, and any injury, then you really see it shows up on paper and on the floor when you're not a deep team. You just love how reliable he is night in and night out. His offense is there.
That's a 2 from Powell. Good as the jump shot falls. And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute, and it's no secret they have to contain Kevin Durant. The problem is, even with a hand in his face, KD's tall enough to knock it down. Coach said, you just hope he misses. True words. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Chandler comes with the double team. Siakam kicks to Lowry. It's the three-point bomb.
Like a lot of jump shooters, Lowry's much more consistent when he gets his looks within the flow of the offense.
Outside Irving. And Gasol sends it back. Here's Powell, and he banks in the layup.
I love it. Excellent ball movement. Kyle Lowry knowing who to give it to and when.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Durant launches from deep. They get it again, looking to end the run. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Chandler.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Powell for 3. You can't hit that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's Durant.
The Toronto Raptors are an elite defensive group. Reasons why they're long, they're smart, and they're experienced.
The Nets shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line. And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
The drive by Siakam. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. And KD throws it down.
And you remember there were questions about KD's athleticism going into the 2007 draft. None now. He can throw it down with the best of them.
You talk about the defensive IQ, Smitty, for the Raptors. Where does that reveal itself?
For me, Kevin, their rotations. They're able to send help, double teams, and still recover and get out to shooters.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Now here's Chandler. Irving from long range. Sinks the three-pointer. Irving's got 5.
And this is what makes Kyrie so dangerous. He is so proficient from distance.
Here's Lowry. A floater, and Jordan sends it back.
DeAndre Jordan is a force on defense. Tough to finish when he's lurking.
And that one drops. And it's 6 points for KD.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
And Lowry gets it to go.
That's a grown man's basket right there by Kyle Lowry. He is so good at getting dirty down inside.
Here's the 3. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. Durant with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Jordan the pass to Durant. Back to Jordan. And stolen by Siakam. Poked away. Durant with the steal. Here's Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
A burst of speed coming from DeAndre Jordan. He is so athletic.
There's 1:47 left in the first quarter.
And the Raptors took some heat for parting ways with reigning Coach of the Year, Dwayne Casey. But his successor, Nick Nurse, guided this franchise to an NBA title.
Tremendous self-belief and determination. The only NBA head coach who was also a head coach in college, the G League, and overseas. He's been preparing for this for a long time.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. A new group in now for the Raptors. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Gasol. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Johnson, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Powell. They grab their own miss.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
The Raptors shooting their first free throw of the evening.
You know, a multi-time All-Star. He's an NBA champion now. It's taken some time, but Lowry has finally silenced his critics.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. 9-point game his last outing. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Allen finds Dinwiddie. Prince trying to free himself up.
Great defense by Serge, a tremendous athlete, blessed with insane length and leaping ability.
VanVleet with the bucket.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The Nets have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. It's good. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Now Lowry. 1 second left.
Taurean Prince, he does it every night. He competes. Terrific effort on the defensive end.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Nets lead by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And Serge Ibaka talked about his skill set. Now it complements Kyle Lowry and Pascal Siakam.
Bringing my defense toughness.
And really, Ibaka is a seasoned veteran now, a terrific role player known for his defense.
And Ibaka knows his role and plays it well.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. Hollis, Jefferson, and Ibaka together inside. Van Vliet and Lowry are the 1 and the 2. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position. Lowry, good. Lowry's got 10.
And at full speed, there aren't a lot of people that can prevent Lowry from finishing on the break.
And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred Van Vliet's not the biggest, but his toughness good. His toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball is the path to something better.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, a Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole. Kevin, that's what made him, from Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. But he's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you. Dinwiddie wide open from beyond the arc and then some. Dinwiddie's got his second basket of the night. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Van Vliet. Yep, it counts. And the Raptors lead by 3.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. That shot misses. Now Toronto takes it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
And you could see them losing confidence, and it turned into a domino effect.
LeVert the pass to Dinwiddie. Now here's LeVert. Not a lot of room. Looking for Allen and gets it there. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Out left to the wing. Lowry has the open look. Off target with his 3.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Here's Allen. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. A smitty of recent players to enter the league. Which had rookie seasons that surprised you?
I think Donovan Mitchell, the way he came out of the gates. I knew Luka Doncic was good, but because I hadn't seen much film or seen him live, he surprised me. Trae Young, the way he's played from a small guard position, those are some of the guys that have surprised me. Some were high drive picks, and some were a little bit lower, but those are the 3.
The Raptors making a switch here. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Pascal Siakam comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Anunoby, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Powell in for Kyle Lowry. Pops it up for Jordan. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. For the 3. And again, Toronto no up. And KD's got the ball here for the Nets. Outside Irving. Outside for Durant. Inside. Nets passing it around. Just 5 on the clock. Jordan trying to free himself up. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Jordan. KD's got 8.
And no hesitation attacking the defense. Body to body, Durant with an impressive finish.
Here's Powell, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. For Toronto, they have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. The free throw drops for Powell. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Durant down low, covered by Siakam. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Van Vliet. No good there. Some solid defense there from Irving. 1:41 left in the first half, and the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nets with possession here. Here's KD.
Yeah, tough entry pass. You want to kick the ball down low, but you have to be crafty about how you do it.
Powell with it. He's picked up by KD. Siakam looking around. It's stolen by Harris. One-on-one fast break. Irving dishes to Durant. Shoots over Powell. KD's shot is good. KD's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nets.
This is what you like about Kevin Durant. Doesn't need to press the issue. Mid-range is close enough.
Shoots from 12. The rebound by the Nets. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
And really, I thought what was the difference in that game? Offensive rebound or the lack thereof. A lot of one-and-dones in that game.
You know, you have to crash the glass on both sides of the floor, and they didn't get the job done in terms of creating second chance opportunities.
Nets have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Outside Irving. High post, KD. Just 4 to shoot. A fadeaway. Again, the Nets for 2.
It's been this way all game, I'll tell you. Durant putting on a clinic.
Siakam with it. From deep three-point range, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Brooklyn ahead as they wrap up the second quarter with a 13-5 run. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 12 points and 1 rebound. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, their shooting accuracy was on point. It was good play calling, of course, by the coaching staff, but it was great execution by the team.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Toronto?
Well, they're not matching up well defensively, giving up a lot of open looks, a lot of easy points. They're allowing a crazy high shooting percentage, 60% and up. Time to step it up quick.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Kyle Lowry has just been sensational.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
They've got Harris. Wilson Chandler out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. And it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. And the veteran Wilson Chandler played at a lot of stops in his career, and he'll always find minutes.
You're so right. With Chandler, you can slide him into the 3 or the 4 in most lineups. Injuries have added up, and he'll usually miss games during the year. But when he's available, he's a big help.
Lowry from outside connects from three-point range. Lowry's got 16.
And there is that patience of Lowry with the pick and roll. Took what the defense gave him.
Irving against Lowry. Irving attacking. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Raptors trail by 3. Kicks it out to Siakam. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Here's Durant. Gasol with the rebound. Toronto, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
This is the modern day big. Siakam can stretch you out and can hurt you right at the rim.
Durant deciding where to go with it. Some solid defense from Gasol.
They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech at halftime.
Lowry passes to Gasol. To the paint. Here's Anunoby. Gasol trying to free himself up. Siakam. It counts. And the foul. That one on Chin.
Nice rebound by Siakam. Has the 7'3" wingspan to get to the ball and the big hands to control it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Prince is checked in for Chandler. Rodion Kurucs comes in for Kevin Durant. LeVert's checked in for Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Dinwiddie. Prince trying to free himself up. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
To the inside. Here's Siakam. And that one goes long. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Trailing by 2. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Offensive rebound, and the dunk by Jordan.
What I like about that play, DeAndre Jordan not just looking to corral the miss, he's looking to finish the job.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Lowry for 3. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Pops it up for Jordan. That one's not going to go.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
No, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Allen's checked in for Rodion Kurucs. Johnson draws the double. And no good that time. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Dinwiddie right side to the middle. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Here's someone who's really been playing well, earning the Player of the Month in the East, Kyrie Irving.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
Lowry against Prince. Lowry's shot is good. Lowry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's been calling his own number all night, and Lowry's not wrong. He's the one with the hot hand.
And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Banked in off the glass. And now a 4-point Toronto lead.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Dinwiddie. Rebound by the Raptors.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Hollis Jefferson, good.
Oh, that's great awareness. That's a great pass. Credit Siakam and the work he's done to understand where everyone is in this offense.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. You know, Smitty, NBA referees, officials now have a presence on social media aiming at educating fans on calls and why they're made.
Yes, and I love it, Kevin, if you have these demos and talk about plays and games and situations that you're educating fans. It's just that fans look at it when these referees, who are human, miss calls, and then they want to re-show these plays that they missed. We still got to understand they're human, and they're going to miss some calls.
Well said, Steve. Shot from 12. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Kicks it out to Prince. Jacks up a three. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound in this one. In the corner, Hollis Jefferson. Back to Van Vliet. Buries the long-range jumper. Van Vliet's got the lead up to 7 now for the Raptors.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Knocked away. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got 3 assists tonight.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His 2nd 3 of the game.
And here is Van Vliet. 7 points in the game. Siakam against Allen. Lock at 6. Siakam inside. The layup off target.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
Jordan finds Prince. Offensive rebound. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Most of DeAndre's field goals are dunks. Exceptional at getting great position down inside.
Lowry from outside. Off on that one. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's the Raptors. They lead by a bucket. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Setting the floor for the Raptors. On the wings, Powell and Anunoby. Ibaka is out there with Marc Gasol, and it's Van Vliet in at the point. Harris passes to Allen to tie it up. He lays it in. Allen's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
Raptors with one of the best benches in the league, and Fred Van Vliet, a leader for that group.
Yeah, he gives up size every night, Kevin, but he's able to overcome that thanks to his toughness and IQ for the game.
Irving dishes to Jordan. Fast break Toronto. Here's Powell. Outside for Gasol. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Gasol. Fires the 3. That's tipped. Nets trail by 3. And Durant, here we go. And then Durant with the dunk.
Slashing in for the hammer. KD showing how to punish the rim.
Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Now here's Van Vliet, covered by Irving. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Jordan kicks to Irving. A miss that time would have put him up. Toronto's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Buries it from three-point range. Anunoby's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside Durant. Pops it up for Jordan. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds. And Toronto has possession. The lead is 2. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball. He has done everything possible to keep his team in this one. What a performance from him.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Van Vliet. There's the pass to Powell. Off target from outside. For Brooklyn, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Here's KD. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Anunoby, and the layup's good off the glass. Anunoby's got 5 points now this quarter.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby, confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
Right side Irving. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. The Nets making a switch here. Chandler's checked in. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for the Raptors. Here's Durant. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Irving against Lowry. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. From downtown, rebounded by the Nets. Allen's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Irving. He feeds it to Chandler. Outside for Durant. To take the lead. Rejected by Gasol.
Gasol with those long arms is a shot blocking expert, especially down low.
And Ibaka slams it in.
And that could be a big bucket right there. Ibaka doesn't shy away from taking crucial shots.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Marc Gasol. Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And Toronto making a change here. Siakam's checked in.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
And the Raptors call time here. The score knotted at 55. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Kyle Lowry.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the last time out, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Thank you, David. The Nets have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. A shot by KD. No good. And there's the call on Chandler. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Toronto's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. In the corner, Powell with it. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists in the game. Nets trail by 3. Irving surveying the floor. From deep. The long distance 3 is good.
Saving a little something from when it really counts. Kyrie dropping daggers down the stretch.
Raptors shooting at 42% in this final quarter. Lowry against Irving. Floats one up. And it's sent back by Allen. Harris finds Irving. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Anunoby passes to Lowry.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
It's Durant with the drive. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
That takes poise, patience, and vision. Great pass by Kevin Durant.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
Yeah, how about the bucket to tie with the D just all over him. The free throw to give them the lead. Just a fantastic play all around.
Lowry kicks to Siakam. Good!
I'll tell you, Siakam's earned these opportunities. He can get you buckets when you really need them.
Irving. That shot is off. And Toronto will go the other way with it. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws, and he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that 3-point lead.
Here's Allen. Money!
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Toronto calls timeout. They're ahead by 1. 17 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Here's Powell. And the foul on Joe Harris. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. KD on the wing. Missed. Second chance shot. It's in! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And that's what he does. KD, a crunch time assassin.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So the Raptors 5 right now. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. On the wings, Powell and Anunoby. And it's Lowry in at the point guard position. 6 to shoot. Toronto needs to get off his shot. Ibaka, no luck. And it's Harris with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Chandler dishes to Harris. Fires from the wing. A second chance effort. Chandler the pass to Allen. Fast break Toronto. Siakam's running. Powell finds Siakam over Irving, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yes, people have been surprised by Siakam's offense. What I'm surprised about is the efficiency.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Nets. Brooklyn trailing. Outside Irving. We play just over a minute here in OT. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And DeAndre is one of the best in the business in that situation. You let him sneak in behind you, and you're going to pay.
Toronto calls timeout. 1:49 left in the first overtime. Marc Gasol's checked in for Toronto. Powell, the pass to Lowry. Back to Powell. Some solid defense from Harris.
We like to have that one back. That's easy money.
And KD throws it down.
That's what he does. Put the ball in KD's hands, and he'll deliver.
We're in overtime, and 90 seconds gone here in what has been a great one so far. Lowry against Chandler. Anunoby in the corner. Over in the corner, Gasol drains it from beyond the arc. Gasol's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Stepping up with the game on the line, Marc Gasol delivering in the clutch.
Irving against Lowry. Irving dishes to Chandler. Got it!
Running the pick and roll to perfection. Kyrie with a great feel for the game.
The Raptors have gone 1 of 4 from the field in the overtime period so far. Lowry with the ball. He's picked up by Irving.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
It's incredible, and I'll tell you what, it's a joy to watch. There's more to his game than threes and dunks.
And here's Harris from the arc. Gasol with the rebound.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Knocks down the 3.
The defense knew Lowry would most likely get the shot. He still came up with the clutch bucket.
Here's KD. Count it.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
And the Raptors call time here. The score is tied at 73. We've got 13 seconds left in overtime. Outside Lowry. Over Irving. Offline. And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2. And we'll be back with you right after this. With another overtime in front of us, the question is, who will blink first? Nobody wants to give in. A lot of pride now on the line. And the Nets with possession here. Looking to get back on track here. No good that time. Toronto shooting 41% for the game. Doesn't go for him. Nice D from Chandler. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at 51%. Really solid. KD finds Jordan.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
Outside Gasol. Jordan with some nice D.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Shot clock at 6. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. And And that one falls for Marcus Hall.
And that point was a gift. I mean, it's never really smart to get teed up, but in a game that's this close, boy, that really hurts.
Joe Harris is checked in for the Nets. Siakam kicks to Anunoby. And the Raptors miss again. The Nets with the lead. Down low, Durant. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Lowry. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Lowry. Second shot opportunity. And Siakam with the layup. And the Raptors lead by 1.
You know, before coaches started running plays for him, this is where Siakam would get his points, on the offensive glass.
Irving finds Chandler. Fast break Toronto. Lowry leading the charge. Siakam misses. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
But they recover it. Out to KD. To the inside. Right side, Jordan. And Lowry has it in the corner. Kept alive. Another shot. Good!
Lowry always comes up with a timely basket, and today is no exception.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. Fires at the elbow. It counts! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Just taking what the defense allows, and that's a shot he'll make all night.
Lowry against Irving. Lowry drawing the double team. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Kyle does a great job of not letting a defender get comfortable on a drive, and it earned the foul.
And the second of 2 is good. That will put them up by 2. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 2. 9 seconds left to play in the second overtime period. Could not get a winner with just 1. Guys, your thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
I'm curious to see, will they go for a 2 to tie or a 3 to win it all?
Here's KD. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Phenomenal concentration by Durant. Physical play is not going to throw him off.
And the Raptors call time here. 3 seconds left to play in the second overtime of quite a heated game. That's a 2 from Powell. Oh, missed it. Siakam. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. And so with overtime 2 in the books, the game is still not over. Overtime number 3 coming up. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And as we play on into another overtime, you know these teams must be wearing down. It's become a battle of attrition. Brooklyn with the ball. Outside Irving, over Lowry. That's another rebound. He holds in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
When DeAndre gets the rock close to the rim, the defense pretty much has no choice but to foul him. Just a big, long, and athletic center.
Toronto trailing. Lowry looking around. Pass to Anunoby. The feed now to Gasol. Count it. Gasol's got 6 here in this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Irving drives in, lays it up and banks it in.
When the lights are at its brightest, Kyrie loves coming through.
Irving against Lowry. Fires the three. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at 51%. Really solid. Here's Durant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Siakam.
Growing up, KD wanted to play for his favorite team, the Toronto Raptors, which featured his favorite player, Vince Carter.
And nice there. He does not waste those opportunities. Just what they needed with this game still in doubt.
Lowry against Irving. And it's Lowry penetrating. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Oh my goodness, he's kicking himself. You know, that's a critical time to commit a turnover. No telling how that error will ultimately play out.
Here is Durant. He dishes it to Irving. He kicks to Harris. There's the triple. Offensive rebound, Nets. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
And that one misses. Siakam passes to Lowry. Passes it to Pop for three. A new 14 for the Raptors. Here's Siakam. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Oh, great concentration from Siakam. Takes the hit, yet his eyes never leave the rim.
Now Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's tipped.
And what you like about Siakam as a rim protector, the strong fundamentals, able to affect shots without fouling.
And the native of England, Anunoby, doesn't back down from taking the big shots.
Irving with it. Yes!
Big time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
So much riding on that possession, just a huge shot. What determination on that play.
And the Raptors call time here. That's a 2 from Powell. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. And so they foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
We know he's one of the best offensive players in the league. What I've seen lately from Kyrie is an improvement in his focus on the defensive end.
5 on the clock. Here's Durant. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. What do you think, guys?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested three. Never an easy shot. And no secret here, guys. They've got to get a three if we're going to get yet another overtime. Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
So he gets them both, and it's a three-point game. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. An amazing game lasting multiple overtimes.
I mean, definitely an epic game. And while both teams fought hard, I just got the sense they played more with a purpose to win. I mean, all the tension in OT, they have.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.